You know it's gonna be a long chit chat when I have my hair up like this and I have a drink. Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we have another Q&A. I have all the questions in my phone. I missed last month's Q&A. I try to do a Q&A every month, but somehow April just flew by and now we are already in May. So anyway, thank you for all your questions on my Instagram. That is where I usually post questions. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is somewhere here. And yeah, follow me there so that you'll see a request for questions and I'll collect them all and then answer them here. So let's get started. We have quite a few questions. First question from Joyce Lee 898. Has your regular solid gold JUC kept its shape? So I would think so. Let me just take it out and take a look and see if it has bent out of shape or it's, you know, like damaged. Actually, no, it's actually in amazing shape. Because the JUC is solid gold, it is really hard. I have knocked this around. My hands have been flaying, hitting walls and all that. It has maintained its shape. It's not even shaking. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so yes, it has kept its shape. Mock IE, with the same budget, is it more worth it to buy a Cartier bracelet or a Cartier watch? Good question. So if you're buying either the gold bracelets or a same price and a watch, this really depends on what you prefer to wear. It's essentially is an accessory. If you are a watch person, then you would find wearing a watch more worth it than buying a bangle. And if, well, vice versa as well, because if you prefer jewelry, then to you a watch would be irrelevant no matter the price. So the worth really depends on how you are going to use your item. I have both the Cartier watch and Cartier JUC. Both of them are about the same price. To be honest, I love my Cartier watch. I am a watch wearer, but I do like to swap out my hand, the accessories on my hand more often. So I find that even though it is a good buy, my JUC is a much better purchase. Sam Selena's, what do you think of Celine brand for handbags? I think they're absolutely fabulous. I used to own the Celine box bag and I love that bag. It was one of my most understated bags, so easy to use. I used it for work, for going out. It carried a lot. I ended up letting go of that bag because it was my trial bag for the Hermes Constance, and that was my main purpose of buying the Celine bag. So I do recommend the box bag. I think it's a understated bag. It's beautifully made, good leather, good hardware. In the luxury YouTube community, we love to talk about resale value, bags as an investment, but honestly, that isn't necessarily the case. The brand itself makes beautiful bags. Any brand makes beautiful bags, and as long as you use your bags and keep it in well condition, it will supposed to last you a lifetime. So therefore, it should be worth buying, you know, as an investment, a long-term bag investment. But if you are thinking about reselling the bag, any other brands besides the big ones like LV, Chanel, Hermes, you know, the big guns, and of course some specific bags in the other brands, Celine doesn't really hold its resale value. I would say the box bag does in a pretty much okay. Obviously you won't get one for one, but you can definitely get some a certain amount back. But most of Celine's bags don't actually hold their resale value. But that aside, if you love the bag, you love the brand, you love the simplicity, the design, the the understatedness of the bag, then it's worth it. So I think the brand itself is really unique. Holly Grace, hi Holly. Best foundation for dry skin. Oh my gosh, I just used this foundation and I'm gonna get ready with me. I just got myself the Sisley foundation and I think this is a good foundation for dry skin, like high end, because my skin looks luminous. There is this healthy glow and I have like some dry flakiness on my nose, but it is not picking up any of that dry dead skin on my nose. So this is definitely a good foundation. Now from the drugstore, if you're looking for something from a drugstore, I actually like Rimmel. like Rimmel from UK, yeah, I think that's the brand. And also there's this other brand which Lisa Eldridge just really loves. I used that foundation for a long time. It's their serum foundation from the brand Bourjois. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, I will link it down below to exactly that version. I used that for a while and I was using the color vanilla. Yeah, actually, why haven't I used that for a while? Maybe I should buy it again, you know? Thank you for bringing it back up to me. Joe, any thoughts about COVID vaccination? Hope you're healthy and happy. Thank you. I hope you're healthy and happy too. Any thoughts about it? I'm definitely going to take it. Just waiting for my turn. So in Singapore, the below 45 registration will open in June. So I am very excited to get my vaccination. There has been a lot of news about revaccination or making the vaccination sort of like annual and all the mutant strains, etc. But I think just for now, what we can do now, or personally for what I can do now, is just to take the vaccine and take it day by day. If we need to revaccinate or get a booster or do it annually, then let it be. But at least we take the first step. That's how I look at it. I'm Medusa. How does your family feel about your luxury spending habit? Family, huh? Well, my parents, of course, they nag me all the time. They will say, save your money, don't buy this, don't buy that. And my parents were never into luxury. Everything I've given to my mom, like my LV bag, my Burberry bag, you know, it's from me. And every time I give it to her, I'll get a year full of nagging. They don't stop me because my parents are just really chill about it. They don't, you know, they don't gossip behind my back. They don't tell people. They just nag me because they're concerned about me. Now, as for my two brothers, they know they have all their lives. They know they have a very flamboyant, stubborn, naughty, you know, disobedient, very rebellious sister. So probably they just close both eyes and just let me do my thing. Now they don't really care. Actually, I don't think they care, but of course I am not gonna go into debt and impact them. So we live very separate lives. Like, I'm not going to my brother and say, hey, give me some money for a bag, right? No. First pieces is the size of a Birkin 25 very similar to a Speedy 25. Yes, it is. So in terms of the length, Birkin 25 is 25 centimeters and the Speedy 25 is also 25 centimeters. The only difference is the way the shape is. So the Birkin is a little bit more like tall and slender, so it's a little taller than the Speedy, whereas the Speedy is more like, you know, round and stumpy a little bit, so it's a little shorter, so it does look bigger, but essentially they're both about the same size. Kim LYD, anything you would like to achieve before 40? I don't have much time before 40 actually. There is one thing that I want to achieve before I turn 40, and I'm turning 40 next year in March. I want to pay off my house, so I have a few more months to go, and that would be a really big achievement because I accelerated my mortgage payments very fast. I decided, you know what, we're not doing this. I want to pay it off in 3 years. So I just decided to do that. And yeah, hopefully I can get that done by this year. Hampshire Mummy, is the Marc Jacobs camera bag with the guitar strap a trendy piece? So I will put a picture of this bag right here, and I actually see a lot of people carrying this bag because it is very functional. It's comfortable because of the guitar strap. It is thicker and it can be trendy if you pick a color that is very trendy. Multicolor, which I know Marc Jacobs comes up with a variety of colors, you know, block coloring. So that would make it more trendy. But if you go for the maybe less trendy colors, maybe pure black or white and black, or maybe just 2 color blocking, then I just think it's a nice camera style bag. So I definitely don't think it is trendy, but you can definitely make it trendy if you want to. Another question from you, Hampshire Mummy. Do you agree that not traveling to buy duty-free luxe items has spurred local purchases? Absolutely. Now, if we're talking about just luxury items or non-duty free, like you would go to the airport and buy, I used to do that. I used to just try to hold off as much as I can and buy it at duty free. But now, because you can't go to the airport, you can't travel overseas, you can't get your tax refund, people have a lot of spare cash, and in fact they even have more spare cash because they're not traveling. So it definitely has spurred local purchases. Singapore is bustling. The malls are bustling with people just shopping and shopping and shopping because they've got a lot of spare cash now. Overjoyed. What do you think about Mel's purse on fleek recent Goodbye Hermes video? So this video, by the time my video, this Q&A goes up, it would be 2 weeks old already. So it went, was it last week? Yeah, about a week ago, it went live, and Mel has taken it down since then. So if you don't know who Mel is Purse on Fleek. She is an Australian YouTuber who focuses on Hermes. She is very, very knowledgeable about Hermes, and she's done a lot of videos on YouTube educating us, and I've definitely watched many of her videos about Hermes. Leathers, pricings, material, colors, you name it, she's got a video on it, and very respected in the Hermes community. So long story short, she did a video called Goodbye Hermes, and a lot of people watched it. She has taken down the video since then, or right now, the video is no longer up. I answered this question as well over the live stream recently, and my opinion still stands. It's really unfortunate what happened to Mel in Sydney, that she was, working on her journey to get the Birkin bag, but unfortunately, circumstances was against her, whether it was the Sydney boutique or it was just, her particular journey just didn't gel well, and she unfortunately did not or haven't gotten a bag. And for some reason that will forever be unknown to us, Hermes HR called her. So, there are always two sides of the story, but from the video, it's very clear that Mel is very, very upset about the situation. And if I was in her position, I would also be very upset. But an objective view as well, I did say in my live stream, and I will say it here again, is it was a lot to take as a viewer to see Mel in that position, but also her sharing of the emails and all. I think if I was in the shoes of an essay, not necessarily just an Hermes essay, but if I had a customer who presented me or sent me emails that were so extensive, it is very overwhelming. Like in my own day-to-day work, if I receive an email like that constantly, I would pull out my hair because it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm glad that Mel took it down, because we know in the luxury community how difficult Hermes is. They're so elusive. They don't really tell you how the journey is. Some people get it so easily, some people get it so difficultly. So it's so elusive, and they create this whole mystery around them that it can be very frustrating for us as customers. But as a viewer of her video, to me that video did not do her story justice. It was full of emotion, full of, wanting to get her story straight. So it did come off a bit harsh and a bit, forward. So I honestly felt like the information that she was sharing got overtaken by how the video was presented. So anyway, I'm very happy that Mel has decided, to not publish that video. In fact, that if she take a step back for a while, and she can definitely refilm it in a different tone and put her story out there that does her justice, because I feel like there's more to the story, and maybe now that she has more perspective on it, she has a better, clearer mind, less emotion, and she can come up with a video that really tells the story the way she wants the story to be told. The luxury community is very tight, and if you are in the luxury community, you can understand Mel's situation. You understand and you can empathize with her for her journey, especially if you are also on that Hermes journey, or you understand that Hermes is a little bit of a pain in the, okay? But if you're not, and you're watching that video for the first time, or you're new to the journey, or you're new to luxury, you know, the internet is a cruel, cruel place. People will look at it from a different lens, and I think that is what happened. Everybody attacked her because it just looked really odd from that lens. So it was unfortunate, which I already said. So anyway, whatever it is, I am glad Mel took it down and she decided to keep it down. And hopefully when she has taken her time off from the internet, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, etc., take some time off, come back refreshed and restart again. Alright, so anyway, that's a really long answer. Let's move on to the next question. Just full stop. What bag do you wish to purchase in the future? Nothing. I have nothing on my wish list right now. Well, is that a lie? I think that's a lie a little bit, because I won't mind being offered another Hermes bag, but definitely not now. No. I don't have money for another bag for a long time, so definitely no bags. Even if it's offered to me, I don't have the money for it. So I'm glad I don't actually have any bags that I want. Yay! Red X Pink, what's your favorite music genre? Do you play any instrument? Ooh, my favorite music genre. I love pop music. I love EDM, electronic dance music. I actually like trance. I love all this kind of like I used to be a party animal, so I definitely took that along with me into my older age. I love dance music, I love techno. I don't really like classical music. I used to love classical music when I was playing the piano. I play the piano, I play the guitar, but I haven't played the piano and I haven't played the guitar for many years. But I was, you know, I learned to play the piano until grade, I think it was grade 7? But now I think I can kind of remember, you know, maybe muscle memory, but it'll take me a long time. Soma2108, or Roy, how are you? Things you like to do next time you come to Japan, and yes, I will be your tour guide. Yes, we're all coming, okay? Myself, Clara, and Amy. We're all coming to find you. What do I want to, oh my gosh, I have to eat. Like, we have to go and eat like the best sashimi. Okay, maybe not the best sashimi, but you know, we'll like to eat. Definitely go and walk around and go shopping. Oh, I would love to see makeup. We have to go to the LV Cafe, Le Cafe. I think that is in, where is it? Is it Ginza? I think it's in Ginza. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to do in Japan. We should also go for like maybe an onsen. Ordinary, do you share handbags, luxury items with your family? My mom and sister-in-law? Yes, I do. So I gave my sister-in-law one of my Gucci bags a few years ago. I would love to give her more, but she's so like, she doesn't want to use any bags. So I'm like, no mind, maybe I'll just give it to her. My mom, she's got a few bags from me as well already. Oh, Sash, what do you think of the Gucci multicolor collection? Yay or nay? If you're referring to the one that I'm gonna put the picture right here, it's definitely a nay. Tina Chan 168, would you consider selling your black mini reissue Chanel? The answer is yes. I haven't used it. I keep it very well, and yeah, it's brand new condition, so I would consider selling it. Any of you want it? Come on, talk to me. YCH Evergreen, I hope I'm getting your name right. Do wallets, Dogon Duo wallet, count towards your quota bag purchase history? So I've heard some places don't count SLGs as part of your purchase history to Hermes, but I also heard places that do count it. So I think it depends on where you are. The general rule is from what I've heard, I honestly cannot verify because I don't work for Hermes, but the general rule is that SLGs don't count. However, the one that you're talking about is a pretty expensive one, but that's just like generally, they say SLGs actually don't count. So it's hard to say, huh? Depends. Maybe just ask your SA. That's the easiest. Masilago, J12 or Hermes watch? Good question, huh? From a style and look, I prefer the J12. It's more established anyway. But you know, Hermes watches are on the rise in terms of their investment. Like Hermes is really going into the luxury watch area, and they are investing. So they have come out with a really high quality men's watches now. It's like their original time, what's it called? The timepiece. So it's Hermes own authentic or original time, I don't know what's the word, like the watch people will know how to say it, mechanism or something. So they have created their own, they've invested a lot of money into it. So I think they are going in deeper and deeper. So if you want to invest in an Hermes watch, actually it's a good time to do it now. But in terms of the look, I still prefer the J12. L'Amour de Jazz, do you regret not getting your JUC with diamonds? No, I actually always wanted to get the JUC just the plain. I prefer the plain because the diamonds is really bling. It's like, and I want to wear it more rough, like, you know, just on every day. So I feel like with the diamonds, it becomes a bit more dressy. So no, I don't regret it without the diamonds. Yes, Pink 26. Is your home a rental unit? That's an odd question, but my home is not a rental unit. I mean, if you're talking about my home, right? No, I'm currently paying the mortgage for it and it sucks. Ika Chaniago, do you buy bags a few times a year to get the collection you have? I have been collecting bags for almost 16 years, maybe more. Well, I mean for luxury bags, that is since then. So it's been a long time. And you know, over the years, I've definitely been buying and selling. I would say that in the past few years, like with, you know, when, you know, better job and all of that, I definitely bought more bags, but I also buy and sell my bags. So I guess it's a yes. You know, I do buy bags a few times a year to get a collection on, you know, to have a collection on where I have today. And yeah, I think I do. Email 92, what's your opinion on the new Acrew line? I think I'm butchering that. I will put a picture here. It's basically like the screws, like the spanner screws. I think it's cute. I think it's another take on the JUC, which is a nail, and then now they've got the screw. I like it. I think it's fun. Okay, Fang Si, YSL, puffer, small or medium? I cannot decide given my first YSL. So I was answering you over the DM. It depends on what size you need. So small is small and medium is medium, and medium does fit a lot more. But if you don't need a big bag, then the medium is irrelevant. Like, don't go for a bigger bag just because you think a bigger bag is better, worth the money. You won't use it. So my answer to you is to really see what you want to use the bag for. Premium Life, what's next on your H wishlist bag? So Sandy, I don't have any wishlist this year, but of course if Hermes were to offer me a H dream bag, I think I would love a Kelly. I'm not a Kelly person. You know, I've talked about not being a Kelly person for years and years and years, ever since I had my experience with the Kelly 22. However, I tried the Kelly 25 in Cellier Epsom and I was blown away. I thought, oh my gosh, this fixes all the issues that I have with the Kelly. It is a little harder, a little easier to close. It's, you know, it's not as floppy and sloppy. So I won't mind getting being offered a Kelly in the future. Yeah, I won't mind. 8 Lynette, garden party, yes or no? I think yes. Yeah, I've always liked the Garden Party. I had the Garden Party 36, but it was very big. So my yes would be for the Garden Party 30, the size that's comparable to the Birkin 30. It's cute, it's understated, it's, you know, definitely much cheaper than the Birkin, and you don't need a purchase history to buy it. And they have many colors, and it's a great tote bag. So yeah, I do think that's a good bag to get. From Clara Zila, what do you use to clean your brushes? So I actually have all my dirty brushes in front of me, a variety. So I have natural hair brushes, I've got synthetic hair brushes. I use two things. I find that the most effective one is the Beauty Blender Solid. That little soap is very effective for cleaning the sponge, but it's also very effective to clean brushes, except that it's quite expensive because it's a little soap, and if you have a lot of brushes, you will use it up very quickly. So the other thing that I also find quite good is the Dr. Bronner's. I'll put a picture here. It's like a big tub of, you know, it's supposed to be natural. I use anyone. I try not to use the one with a lot of fragrance, so I try to use the no fragrance version, and it's a liquid that I pour on top of my brushes, and then I scrub it out and I wash it. That just takes a little bit more work because you need to dish it out, but both are just as good. I find that the Dr. Bronner's is more cost effective. Let's Sana, what do you think about Chanel Gabrielle bag in the new medium size? Oh my gosh, if I can find a picture, I will put it, but I took a picture a while ago trying out the small and the medium, and the medium is a perfect size. If you are my height or taller, or a little bit taller, not too tall, but if you're my height or taller, actually that is a great size. It's the perfect answer between the small and the medium, because the medium, which I had previously, is quite a large bag, but you can put more things, but it is a large bag. The new medium is smaller, it's a little shorter, but it fits more than the small. So if you find that the small is too small because you need to put a little more things, you need to put an umbrella or something, maybe your whole sunglasses case, the new medium is the answer. Klong Klong, what will be your next Cartier to purchase if there's anything you are eyeing? Okay, so I am actually eyeing another love bracelet, and I want to buy it from the store, but it's not going to be in the near future. I feel like hitting a couple of milestones first before I consider getting the love bracelet. But yeah, that would be probably my next purchase from Cartier. So that was the last question, and thank you again to everyone for giving me your questions. I absolutely love to do Q&A videos. It's interesting to chit chat with all of you, to hear your questions. Even during the live stream, we absolutely love answering Q&A. So anyway, make sure you follow me on Instagram so that you can ask a question for my next Q&A. I try my best to do them every month, so the next one will be coming up sometime in June. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. Otherwise, everybody please take care, stay safe, and I will see you in my next video.